Welcome back to 504 Road Trips. In today's video, we continue north through Key Largo on US Highway 1, the overseas highway beginning at mile 101. Key Largo is the northernmost community on the Keys along US-1. It's an unincorporated, census-designated place with a population of 12,447 according to the 2020 census. Visitors know it for diving and snorkeling, with John Pennekamp Coral Reef State Park at about mile 102.5 offering glass-bottom boat tours, reef access, and easy paddling through mangroves. Key Largo hosts crowd pleasers like the annual Key Largo Boat Parade each December and Reef's Florida Keys Lionfish Derby in spring, so even off the water there's plenty going on for travelers. As we approach mile 102, look to the left for a massive concrete tower beside the highway. This was a Bell System long-distance microwave relay site that linked the Keys to the mainland before fiber optics took over. The tower's thick, reinforced concrete shell was built to stand up to hurricanes and, in the Cold War era, to harden critical communications. Inside, horn antennas once pointed along a line-of-sight chain between Florida City and farther down the Keys. There were many of these AT&T long lines towers around the country, and several sites in South Florida supported the Miami-Key West route. The Key Largo site sits at roughly the 102-mile area and appears today with modern carrier gear attached, but the original long-haul microwave function is obsolete, having been replaced by fiber in the late 1980s and 1990s. For anyone wondering if it talked to Cuba, the Keys backbone here primarily carried domestic traffic. Historical Cuba circuits ran by other means, notably the Key West to Havana submarine telephone cable that opened in 1950, and a Florida City troposcatter link which allowed for microwave communications beyond the horizon. pass a roadside message sign on the right that directs drivers to take County Road C905 to Card Sound Road when the lights are flashing, an alternate route to the mainland used during incidents or closures on this last leg of the overseas highway. After that, the road bends to the left and narrows into an isolated stretch with one lane in each direction separated by a concrete barrier. This is the start of the 20-mile stretch carrying US-1 off the Keys and onto the Florida mainland, rebuilt with a concrete median and a shoulder that can be used during evacuations with a high fixed bridge ahead. US-1 climbs over Lake Surprise as we start the final push toward the mainland. Lake Surprise got its name when Flagler's railroad surveyors unexpectedly hit open water here and had to bridge it. Then you'll see the exits that serve two well-known waterside properties on opposite sides of the channel. First is the Anchorage Resort and Yacht Club, a 5-story mid-rise on the left overlooking Jewfish Creek, established in 1983 and featuring a small marina. Then at the tip where the creek meets Florida Bay is Gilbert's Resort and Marina. Gilbert's began as a fishing camp and bait shop in the early 1900s and today draws boaters and day trippers to its waterfront rooms and big tiki bar with live music. We roll across Jewfish Creek on the tall, fixed span that replaced an old drawbridge and continue toward the mainland. The next populated area is still about 18 miles ahead near Florida City and Homestead, with Everglades National Park off to the west and the Miami Metro beyond that. We'll pause here in slow traffic at mile 109 and pick it up next time. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up, post a comment below, subscribe, share and follow us on social media, and join us for our next 504 road trip.